In a world dominated by fame and fortune, many celebrities struggle with a sense of emptiness, seeking meaning beyond their careers. Some of them, when faced with this internal void, turn to something greater than themselves: faith. Today, we're exploring the stories of 20 celebrities who left Hollywood for God, each finding spiritual purpose beyond the bright lights of fame. Let's dive into the powerful journeys of these stars who chose faith over fortune. 20. Brian Welch. Brian Welch, better known as Head from Korn, was a symbol of the rebellious, chaotic rock star lifestyle. But after a spiritual awakening, he left his band and chose to follow Christ. Today, he uses his platform to share his story of redemption and healing, demonstrating that no matter how far someone has fallen, faith can provide the strength to rise again. 19. Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen, the iconic King of Cool, faced a personal crisis after years of fame, addiction, and loneliness. It was through Christianity that McQueen found peace and direction. His faith guided him in his final years, and he became a vocal advocate for the power of spiritual transformation. McQueen's story is one of redemption and proof that faith can heal even the most troubled hearts. 18. Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash, the man in black, lived a life full of contradictions, fame, addiction, and personal struggles. But through it all, his Christian faith was his anchor. His spiritual awakening led him to create music that reflected his redemption and desire to spread the message of God's love. Cash's journey reminds us that even the toughest lives can be transformed by faith. 17. Gary Busey. Gary Busey, known for his unpredictable behavior and roles in films like Lethal Weapon, underwent a dramatic transformation after a life-changing motorcycle accident. He found solace in Christianity, and his newfound faith helped him navigate personal struggles and controversies. Busey's story is a reminder of the power of faith in overcoming life's challenges and finding redemption. 16. Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield's roles in The Social Network and The Amazing Spider-Man have made him a household name, but it's his evolving spiritual journey that has captured the attention of many. In recent years, Garfield has openly discussed how his faith has influenced both his acting and personal life. His transformative role in Hacksaw Ridge revealed his deep connection to Christian themes of sacrifice, peace, and redemption. 15. Alexa Penavega. Alexa Penavega, best known for Spy Kids, made a conscious choice to prioritize her Christian faith in her career and personal life. She and her husband Carlos Penavega publicly shared their commitment to living a Christ-centered life, and Alexa now focuses on roles and projects that align with her beliefs. Her story is a beautiful example of how faith can lead to a fulfilling and purposeful career. 14. Zachary Levi. Zachary Levi, famous for his role as Chuck in Shazam, is another Hollywood star whose Christian faith plays a central role in his life. Despite the pressures of fame, Levi stays grounded in his beliefs and often uses his platform to inspire others to lead with kindness and purpose. His journey shows that even in the spotlight, faith can help maintain integrity and direction. 13. Neil McDonough. Neil McDonough, known for his roles in Band of Brothers and Desperate Housewives, made a bold decision to turn down roles that conflicted with his Christian values. His refusal to compromise his beliefs caused some setbacks in his career, but McDonough's faith remains the foundation of his life and work. His story demonstrates how faith can guide career choices, even in an industry known for its temptations. 12. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey's rise from homelessness to becoming a beloved talk show host is remarkable, but his journey to success is deeply intertwined with his Christian faith. Harvey openly credits God for guiding him through his toughest moments, and he often shares his faith journey with his audience. Today, he uses his platform to encourage others to pursue their dreams while remaining grounded in faith. 11. Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington is one of Hollywood's most respected actors, but his success isn't just a result of talent. Denzel has always been open about the role faith plays in his life. He credits God for his achievements and speaks often about the importance of living a life of integrity and purpose. Denzel's story is a testament to how faith can guide even the most successful figures in Hollywood to live a life of meaning. 10. MC Hammer. MC Hammer was the epitome of Ninity's success with his iconic hit, "I Can't Touch This," but despite his fame and wealth, he faced a dramatic financial downfall. During this time, he turned to his Christian faith, which helped him rebuild his life and perspective. Hammer now uses his platform to spread messages of faith and redemption, proving that even in the face of failure, God's guidance can lead to restoration. 9. Vanity, Denise Katrina Matthews. Vanity, once a sultry pop star with Prince's Prodigy's Vanity 6, had it all: fame, fortune, and admiration. But after a near-fatal overdose, she experienced a life-changing encounter with God, which led her to leave the entertainment industry. Renouncing her former life, Vanity became a Christian evangelist, sharing her story of redemption. Her transformation is a powerful testament to the grace of God and the possibility of a fresh start. 8. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is one of the most influential figures in entertainment, a filmmaker, playwright, actor, and studio mogul. Best known for creating the iconic character Medea, Perry built an empire through hard work, creativity, and a deep sense of purpose. But what many may not realize is that faith has always been the foundation of his journey. Raised in a deeply religious household and having endured abuse and poverty, Tyler turned to God at a young age. He often credits prayer and divine guidance for every success he's achieved. While he hasn't left Hollywood, he operates outside of its traditional system, creating content on his own terms, infused with Christian values and messages of hope, forgiveness, and redemption. Perry even built his massive studio in Atlanta as a way to empower others and honor God's role in his success. His life is proof that you don't have to abandon your dreams, you can just surrender them to God. 7. Sherri Shepherd. Sherri Shepherd made a name for herself as a comedian, actress, and co-host on The View, where her humor and bold opinions earned her a loyal following. But behind the laughs and fame, Sherri has always been deeply grounded in her Christian faith. Raised in a religious household, she often credits her relationship with God as the anchor that helped her navigate the pressures of Hollywood and personal challenges, including divorce and health issues. Over time, Sherri became more vocal about her spiritual journey and even stepped away from certain opportunities that didn't align with her beliefs. She has shared her testimony in churches, Christian events, and interviews, always highlighting how God's grace guided her through life's ups and downs. While she hasn't completely left the spotlight, her priorities clearly shifted from chasing fame to living in faith. For Sherri, success isn't about red carpets, it's about walking in purpose and obedience. 6. Dolores Hart. Dolores Hart was once one of Hollywood's brightest young stars. She starred opposite Elvis Presley in Loving You and had a promising career ahead, with multiple leading roles in major films. But in a decision that shocked the entertainment world, Dolores walked away from Hollywood at the height of her fame, not for another career, but for a spiritual calling. In 1963, she joined the Benedictine Abbey of Regina Laudis in Connecticut and became a Roman Catholic nun. She left behind red carpets and movie premieres for a life of prayer, service, and silence. Dolores has often spoken about how her heart was drawn to something greater than fame, a deep desire to serve God and live in spiritual communion. She remains at the Abbey to this day and even received an Oscar nomination decades later for a documentary about her life. Her story is one of the most dramatic and inspiring shifts from stardom to sanctity. 5. Montel Jordan. Montel Jordan shot to fame in the mid-90s with his smash hit, This Is How We Do It, becoming a defining voice of the R&B and hip-hop scene. He enjoyed a successful music career, charting hits and living the high life that came with celebrity status. But behind the scenes, Montel felt a growing spiritual void. In the early 2000s, he walked away from the music industry to pursue a life dedicated to God. He became a pastor and worship leader, using his voice not to entertain, but to inspire and uplift through ministry. Montel has shared how the fame and industry lifestyle nearly destroyed his marriage and spiritual identity, and how finding faith helped him rebuild everything. Today, he serves as a pastor at Victory World Church in Georgia and continues to speak and sing about his transformation. His story is a powerful testimony of trading the stage for the sanctuary and finding real peace. 4. Stephen Baldwin. Stephen Baldwin, the youngest of the famous Baldwin brothers, built a solid acting career with roles in films like The Usual Suspects and Biodome. Known for his edgy, rebellious persona, few would have predicted the dramatic turn his life would take. After the 9/11 attacks, Stephen experienced a profound spiritual awakening and became a born-again Christian. This shift changed not just his lifestyle, but his entire mission. He began speaking openly about his faith, often at churches, youth events, and on Christian television. Unlike his brothers who remained in the Hollywood scene, Stephen embraced ministry and faith-based work. He even co-founded a ministry to reach young people through extreme sports and music. Despite criticism and losing roles due to his outspoken beliefs, Baldwin remained committed to his path. 3. Angus T. Jones. Angus T. Jones became one of the most recognizable child actors on television thanks to his role as Jake Harper on the mega-hit sitcom 2.5 Men. At the height of the show's popularity, he was reportedly the highest-paid child actor on TV. But as Angus grew older, he began questioning the content of the show and its impact on viewers. In a surprising turn, he publicly criticized the show as filth and announced he could no longer be part of something that conflicted with his Christian beliefs. His comments sparked major headlines, but Angus stood by his convictions. Eventually, he left the show and stepped away from acting altogether to focus on his faith and personal growth. While he's kept a relatively low profile since then, his decision to walk away from fame in pursuit of a godly life remains one of the boldest moves in modern Hollywood history. 2. Kirk Cameron. From teen heartthrob to outspoken Christian, Kirk Cameron's transformation was nothing short of remarkable. Rising to fame in the 1980s on Growing Pains, Kirk experienced a powerful spiritual awakening that led him to re-evaluate his life and career. As his faith deepened, he began turning down roles that conflicted with his values, choosing instead to focus on faith-based projects. His work in films like Left Behind and his Christian documentaries shows how one can navigate Hollywood while staying true to one's beliefs. 1. Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker was once one of the highest-paid actors in Hollywood, best known for his role as Detective James Carter in the Rush Hour series. With his energetic personality and comedic timing, Tucker became a fan favorite almost overnight. But despite his massive success, he began to feel a spiritual emptiness that fame couldn't fill. In the mid-2000s, Tucker stepped back from Hollywood and began focusing more on his faith. He became a born-again Christian and turned down roles that conflicted with his beliefs. Chris has spoken openly about how God changed his life, and his journey is a powerful example of how faith can completely reshape one's path. Conclusion: the stories of these 20 celebrities show us that fame, wealth, and success are fleeting, but faith offers a deeper purpose and lasting peace. Whether they stepped away from Hollywood or simply used their platform for good, each of these stars demonstrates the power of transformation through faith. Their journeys are reminders that it's never too late to seek something greater than fame, a calling that is guided by God's grace.